File, open folder, full stack 9. Good. Let's see whatever the things we have done in the previous classes. Now, till now we have discussed in HTML, Internet Fundamentals, UI UX Design, which is Figma, HTML Introduction, Formatting Tags, Headings, Paragraphs, Anchor Tag, Image, Lists, Tables, Media, Semantic Elements, Block versus Inline, Git and GitHub, Netlify, VS Code. VS Code. Now, does anyone have any doubts till now in this? No. And I think we already have one Telegram group. Online, someone asked it like WhatsApp group. Instead of WhatsApp group, we had a Telegram group, right? Did you all join? Now, in case if you get a doubt, like once we started CSS, now we will do some kind of bigger ones, bigger projects. While doing the bigger projects, you will get doubts. Actually, HTML, it's easy. When you are trying it, if you get a doubt, you can ask it in Telegram. You can post your things also in Telegram. Okay. Now, today we are going to discuss HTML5. Okay. If anyone wants to join in Telegram, you can see the links here. In the notes, HTML5.txt. Now go here. Open. Full stack 9. HTML5. Now, let's go here. Let's go here. HTML5 released. I think in Notepad I can type it here. That would be more better. HTML5 released in 2012, and it brings lot of features in HTML, such as picture, video, audio, audio. Earlier also video, audio are not there, but not this much compatibility. Compatibility increases. And semantic elements. But this all we already discussed, sir. We know already picture, we know already audio, we know already video, we know already semantic elements, right? But what we don't know are, it brings something called SVG. It brings something called canvas. It brings something called drag and drop. It brings something like, SVGs, canvas, drag and drops, data attributes. It brings some things like SVGs, canvas, drag and drop, data attributes. Okay. Now let's see how they will work. First one, SVGs. Do you guys anyone know what is the full form of SVG? Does anyone here have any idea on SVG, sir? Scalable vector graphics. Scalable vector graphics. Scalable vector graphics means those elements you can able to, it's not the icon. Actually, the scalable vector graphics means those elements you can able to, scale however you want. Imagine you have one image, like for example, let's take one image. Okay, let's take I have this image. Can I change color of the color of this guy's shirt directly? Can I change directly this boy's shirt color or background color or ground color? No. Why? Because this is a PNG image. This is a JPEG image. You will have different types of images. If you have JPEG, PNG, or JPG, or WebP, these things you cannot change. WebP is highest pictures, which is web quality. Web quality. Or if you are using JPEG, normal images. If you use PNG, transparent background images, right? But you cannot change them until or unless you have some kind of Photoshop. If you go to Photoshop, you know what we will do? We will take some kind of line and we will draw around this guy's shirt, and then they select one color so that it will change the color, right or not? But SVG images by default are each and every part. It's like different parts you are combining. In SVG, you can able to do anything. You can increase his shirt size. You can change his shirt color. You can able to do any kind of thing. That is why people love to take icons in SVG so that you can change icons colors. Are you getting my point, ma? If I take it, did you remember the Figma one? We tried to change it each and every color of that. If I take it something like you remember that Figma one? We tried it. In the Figma, if you put any SVG images, you can change its color however you wanted. Usually we use it for icons, but it's up to you. You can put it in any way you want. If you take one image, you can actually change it in your design however you want. If that is the design you can change it to whatever the size you want. See, I can put it in different sizes, different shapes, different ways. Those are called scalable vector graphics. What are they called? Scalable vector graphics. In real time, so many websites you will see nice designs, and those websites will use SVGs only. If I go to awards, if I go to sites like awards, if I take any nice simple site, okay, let's go to the sites like this one. If I open any sites like some kind of sites, and if I try to inspect them, then the moment you try to inspect it, is an image tag. But if I use it, okay, it's not showing it. Arre? Okay, it's not coming. But most of the websites will use SVG images to make their animations work, sir. Okay, how do you do that? Using HTML, you can do that in, using HTML, you can actually do that. SVG uses different shapes such as circle, rectangle, line, or it also uses path. It also uses path. Now let's try how this thing will work. If I take it here, HTML, go here, code, HTML5 dot HTML, exclamation, enter, so that you will get a basic HTML code. Click here. Now I can keep them side by side, sir. Now if I take this, if I write it here, all you can do is SVG, open, close. And for this SVG, you can give certain height and width also. Height 200, width 200. Does anything came, sir? Can you see anything? No, because nothing will come just because if you give SVG. Inside the SVG, what you wanna show? What you wanna show? I can show some circles, sir. If you wanted some circles, let's give some circle. Circle inside the SVG. Circle. Circle will have two things: center and radius. Where do you wanna keep center? 100. Where do you wanna keep it y-axis center? 100. These all are somewhat advanced, sir. And where do you wanna keep it your radius? How much radius? 30. And can you see that? Some circle came with 30. And what color you want it? Fill red. Any doubts there? Any doubts there? No. Not only the circle, you can even draw rectangle. If you want a rectangle, you will use something called rect. How much x-axis? Where do you want to start? 50. Where do you want to y-axis? Also 50. And height 100. Height 100. Width 100. Can you see that? Fill blue. Now you can bring some kind of rectangle. Now what is the use of bringing it like this? You can even do it in CSS also, but these are SVGs ones. You can able to give different kind of images in it. You can able to give different kind of properties in it. But mostly we will use it for graphics. Next, you can even give line. If you are giving a line is nothing but a connection of two coordinates, x1, y1 and x2, y2. x1, 25, y1, 25, x2, 85, y2, 85. Now you can give x1, x2, y1, y2, and what color you wanna give. Stroke, I wanna give some green. In your website, you wanted different kind of lines. Normally using CSS, you can give it normal colors, but this kind of lines, kind of logic, if you wanna give, you will use this one. Are you getting my point, ma? I will use some Toda CSS. Don't worry about this. Why it is not working? It's not working. Let me try it later. No. Does anyone have any doubts in this? No. You can even give text also, so that you can give different text here using text property. Text. Where do you want to give your text? X-axis 10, Y 10, and what kind of text you want to give? First, font family, Arial, or next one you can give font size 50 pixel, 50 pixel, font family, font size, and what you wanna give the data. Color fill, red. Can you see that? Oh, here. Online, does anyone have any questions? Online, does anyone have any questions? The main reason of this is it supports animations directly. You can use something like animate. Let me show it to you. This is one of the interesting feature actually. Most people don't know. So SVG, animate, HTML, go here. It's actually acceptable by most places. You can use animate. Animate interface. We can see so many properties are there. Where are the properties here? Some animations here. Now go here. If I give these animations, usually using CSS you can make it more easily. Animate. Say 2 seconds. They are making very slow. I will make it here not 0.5. I will say 20, 30. Can you see that, ma? And these kind of things actually you can do it using only this ones. You can actually, this is very easy if you do CSS. But without using CSS, can we able to use animations in HTML? For that answer is yes. In CSS, this can be done in seconds. But this method is there. Any doubts, ma, online? Online, does anyone have doubts? No. All I did is, I wrote one circle here. For circle, I used CX, CY, radius. And I just filled red. One circle came. And for rectangle, I used rect, X, Y, and height width so that I can fill it. One rectangle came. And I used something called line. For line, I used X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Stroke I gave. And text I used. For text, I used X, Y, font family, font size, fill. Now, along with this, why we use it SVGs more? SVGs can do animations directly. So that is why I used something called animate. And it worked with animation directly in the SVG. Any doubts here? No. Next one. Online, does anyone have questions, ma? Online, does anyone have any questions? You can even say something. It's like it will come by practice. Slowly you will do. I can even do something like this. From blue, originally blue, to green. It's not changing it. I can even say from to duration 2 seconds. Why it's not working? Tribute name R. Now can you see this? How it changed? I used something called animate. In the animate, I used attribute name, which is fill. Which one I'm changing? Fill. Earlier I changed radius. Now I'm changing fill. Fill property. What is initially fill property? What is initially fill property, ma? Blue. I changed blue to green. How much time I took? 2 seconds. And I wanted to repeat again and again and again. Instead of indefinite, if you say 3, 4, only 3, 4 times it will repeat. You understand, sir? Any doubts, ma, online? Online, any doubts? You can say something like, when do you want it to begin also? I will use some interactivity, begin. Begin means like when you want it, like whenever someone click on it, then only I wanted something kind of one. Click. Anything is happening now? Click this. Then it will change. Click this. Then only it will start. Until I click, it will not start. Or put your mouse on it. You can put hover, you can put click some kind of actions to it. This is advanced feature, sir. कोई doubt है? No. Slowly, if you see the animate properties, you will get it in a good idea. Okay. Now, next in the notes, I will give you in detail like what is what. Don't worry. Okay. Now, this is SVGs. If you go here now, what if, sir, I want some image? One image only I wanted in SVG, some big image. You can actually see SVG path generator. You will get any image if you give. For that image, it will give some path like see. I wanted some kind of shape like this. For this, let's give it here. This shape I want. Then you can go here. The path will come using x-axis, y-axis exactly. One path will be there. Copy this path. Copy this path. What is this? Now, I copied this path, ma. After copying this path, go here, go to SVG. If I say path, source equals to then SVG path See, when you want shapes like this, you will use different shapes, basic shapes. If you want it, you can use something called a path. If you use path, you will get it this also dimensions, not SRC. If I give dimensions, it will work. D. Then go here, check it here. Why it is not coming? Let's go here, fill, red. It has not come. Should come now. Style, background image. Now I can use some kind of style attribute, background image, URL. I will tell you, sir. Don't worry. This is a simple CSS. I just wanna show it like whether it will work or not. No, it's not coming correctly actually. Instead, it should come correctly into the path, exactly like how much path we have. That path only it should come. No. Usually, if you want different shapes of images, you will use something called SVG path only, ma. Yeah. They are not using this. See, people will generate different paths like this. They will use the path so that they can able to show this kind of things in the web page. Okay. This is what somewhat advanced one, and we can do it in JavaScript also instead of doing this. Okay. Now, not only this, HTML5 also introduced some things like canvas, data attributes, canvas, data attributes, and drag and drop. These three actually we will discuss in JavaScript class. Canvas, data attributes, and drag and drop. We will actually discuss how we will do it in JavaScript class. But I will show you how it can be done. Okay. Now go here. If you go to code pen, let me show you HTML canvas. Now take here. Now, if you see here, this website, if you see it here, this website, it is not using anything here. The whole game, see, they are having some headings and all, but the whole game is inside this canvas. Can you see that? If I delete this, now, actually there is nothing. Where is that game is all playing? In some single line, canvas ID and then canvas. What does it mean by canvas? Canvas means empty page. And if anyone knows drawing, they will know that canvas is white paper, empty white paper. So that like that in HTML also will give something white paper. You can put anything on it. That thing you can access it. That canvas you can access in JavaScript. People will take it in JavaScript or CSS and then they will use that, sir. They will use it some kind of JavaScript and then they will check it, sir. They will access the they will access the canvas in JavaScript. We will use some kind of IDs and all. This canvas having an ID in a game. They will access the JavaScript. In the JavaScript, they will access this game ID and then they will apply some kind of logics into it. Any kind of canvas property is same. You take it any kind of canvas. Using canvas, people will create big logics. Now see this. If you see this much is there, but can you see in HTML what is there? Nothing will be there. And that canvas will be taken by JavaScript, and JavaScript will write it whatever it wants. And the JavaScript is the one make this particular one work completely. Are you getting my point, ma? When you want some kind of dynamic animations like this, people will create in HTML something white canvas, and that canvas they will use it in JavaScript. Okay. When we come to JavaScript DOM concept, document object model concept, I will explain you canvas. Okay. The same thing in HTML. In HTML, you can also do something like, where is this drag and drop? In HTML, you can do drag and drop. Where is this? In 2 days, actually we are having in a batch at 8:30, okay, which is continuing till 9:45 now. So you guys are starting at 9:45 to 11. So in 2 or 3 days, we will combine the both so that you guys will have a regular batch with the 9 and 11. Okay. And let's see it here, HTML drag and drop. Now, can I drag this? Yes. Why it's not dragging? Sorry. Now, if I go here, see this one, I will take A and I will put it in C position. Or I will take this and I will put it in another position. You can take any one element and you can able to place it anywhere you like. And how can you move elements? Like I created 3 divs and I can able to move them. And how can you move divs? Because if you see in that they wrote one property, draggable equals to true. If you say draggable equals to true, you can drag them. Even if I say my HTML also, if I say any element draggable equals to true, I can able to drag them. The problem is when you drag what you wanted to happen, how you want your system to run, how you wanted your website to work, then you will give it some kind of JavaScript here. If you give JavaScript, then only it works. Like when you are dragging what you wanted to do, whenever you release what you wanted to do, when you started dragging what you wanted to do, everything you will mention in JavaScript. But in HTML, you can put it draggable equals to true. Draggable equals to true. That can be done. Is it clear? Is it clear, ma? Now, last but not least, data attributes. This one also we will discuss in JavaScript only, but data attributes can store value into HTML. Using HTML, you can store some values into each and every element. Those are called data attributes. Like, let me show you. Data attributes. If I go here, go down. This guy did not use any data attributes. Go here. Now. Now can you see here? Data dash articulate dash prepend for those listening. They wrote it. They wrote it. Now, if you write it here, so for those who are listening, for that they give some kind of data attribute. Here also, data dash articulate dash swap. You can put any name. Name is your wish, but it should start with data. If I store one div, if I take one div, and if I write it here div data at the data dash prasad equals to 25. Now what will happen, right? In JavaScript, you can able to take what is the value in the data attribute of div, and the value is 25. So it will take that value and it will print it. So users don't know where that values are there. Like for example, I'm creating calculator today. If anyone click on 25, automatically I wanted to take 25 value. Or if anyone click on first one, calculator one, I will have to take one. If I calculator they press 2, I wanna take 2. If I press 3, they wanna take 3. Like that, I wanna create a dynamic values one. Then I will use these data attributes in real time. HTML elements can alone store the values also. HTML can directly store the values, that is called data attributes. Does anyone have any questions on this? Online or offline, does anyone have any questions till now? These were the major HTML5 elements. Along with this, we also discussed something like, we already discussed SVGs, we already discussed canvas, we already, sorry, not canvas, we already discussed semantic elements, we already discussed audio, video. In HTML5, before that also video, audio are there, but only one format they support. But now you can give multiple formats. If you have MP4, if you have it like any another extension for a video, if you give that, which one is suitable, it will select it and it will show it to you. Online, any doubts, sir? No. I hope it's clear. And tomorrow test, we will not have this HTML5 one like SVG or data attributes or canvas. Those things will not be there. But picture, video, audio, semantic elements will be there. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, ma? We will make those people join by some kind of Wednesday or Thursday. I will just ask. By end of this week, we will do some revision for them also. And new week, we'll start CSS 100%. Then onwards, no break. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Online, I hope it's clear. Okay. రేపు నార్మల్ అమ్మా, రేపు 9:45కే నేను చెప్తా. ఓకే, ఎల్లుండి నుంచి, ఐ మీన్ ఐ డోంట్ నో ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ లైక్ విల్ ఇట్ బి Wednesday or Thursday, but once we combine them, our class will be 9 to 11, which is normal timing. Only for these 2 days we are having it 9:45 to 11, na, which is like very small. So we will have it again 9 to 11. Don't worry. Online. What will be the test coding on MCQs? If you are, what will be the test, coding or MCQs? Test will be coding only. Test will be coding only. I will give you a page. I will give you a live page which you have to replicate and submit it. Simple. Are you getting my point, ma? Offline, how many of you have laptops? Bring those. Remaining people, I will take the paper. Kuch nahi hota. Online, everyone have it, so everyone can use it. Okay. Yeah. That's it for today, ma. Thank you. Just prepare yourself. Today we are winding it early. Yeah. Online doubts you can ask, ma. For online you can ask doubts. If you want a Telegram group link, ma, in GitHub already it is there. Telegram link or naam. If you see it in our GitHub, it's there. You can check it, sir. today's topics I will upload into GitHub, sir. Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir.